Hello all, and welcome to the garden tour at 20 Dunkirk Avenue in Kingston. Mainly just flowers, butterflies love it here, and some shrubs at the front. Then we get into veggies and so on right off the bat at the corner here with a acorn squash right at that little flower there. There's a small baby happening right now. And some corn, not a lot of corn. Probably only had 5 pieces so far, and these ones were planted a bit later. It should make it, 1 or 2 others should make it till before fall. Beets, extra places, there's a couple tomatoes in there. I think they're in too late, probably moved by a squirrel. Probably won't happen, we'll see. Parsley, chives, thyme. There's some lettuce that I've let go to seed, a couple of them. Yeah, I should get that stuff today for next year. Kale, it's kind of at its end, but some of it's still good. It still tastes fine, not bitter at all. I've got a bunch of pole beans here. I've pulled a lot already, a few dozen, and probably maybe 20 or so more to pull off, and then the rest, some of these smaller ones that aren't the best for eating, I'm going to save for seeds for next year. I've already pulled off, probably got a dozen seeds for next year already on the go. Around the corner here into the backyard, we've got a tomato plant over here, and then on the other side and amongst the cedars, I've got a whole bunch of mint. That's doing quite well. Yeah, it likes it there. And actually, that's a grape, I should mention. They're okay, not the grape, but the birds like them. There's my banana. She got a little abused by a hailstorm, but she's getting enough sun in her now. I think she'll make it through the winter. Okay. Potatoes, I've got a bunch of pots like that around for potatoes. I'm going to leave them quite late, so we've got a nice thick skin. Strawberries, more herbs, and some more beets. I keep rotating through some of the smaller ones, just for the greens. Then we come to my scarlet runners. Oh, they've been great. Dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of beans. I've had to freeze some. And I did them on a trellis this year, so it's so easy to pick. They just come right down, and you just pluck them. They hang down and easy to get. Bottom with some kale again. Boy, I'm kaled out this year, I am. More tomatoes, some more corn. A couple of years on that'll make it through. Then we get into my larger gardens. This big plant sort of spilling over and around, that's a butternut. In the middle here, I've got a nice zucchini, and yeah, there's a nice zucchini there. There's, I believe there's another one. Yeah, there's another one right down there. There's 4 zucchini on the go there, and then butternut everywhere. I've already pulled off a couple. Look at this, and it just producing like crazy. There's a little baby. Just look at them. They're all over the place. It just loves this yard. That one's just about ready to pull. Only a couple green stripes left at the top. There's another one there. It looks about the same. Got about 13, 14 on the go there. Some tomatoes in there. Some beets. The beets continued all the way across to here, and I've been slowly doing them and freezing them, and the greens and stalks and so on as well. Buried back in here, a whole bunch of carrots. They're heirloom carrots, go all the way across. There's some depth to them. They helped hold up the tomatoes as they grew, and they're really nice. About 4 different colors to them, and a really nice flavor. And there's more heirloom carrots on this side as well. And here we're into another acorn squash. So there's a baby there. There's this guy's just about ready to pull off. See the little brown on the stalk? And same with the one over here. That one's just about ready to come off. So we've got some more kale in there. As I said, more carrots. I had a bunch of shallots in the middle as well. I've pulled, I think, most, if not all, of the shallots. Cucumber here. Didn't do very well. All boy flowers, no girls at this point. I've heard that from others this year. It's an odd year for cucumbers. Tons of tomatoes. The tomatoes are doing very well. All the different types are doing very, very well. Tiny Tims and so on, all in here. Planted at a different time, so these ones are sort of coming a little bit towards the end. These ones are just coming into their own over here, and they are just packed. So I'm going to be picking tomatoes right to the end of the season, and lots and lots and lots of them. So there's some different heirlooms tomatoes in there as well, many different colors, some different flavors to them actually as well, some sweeter than others. Yeah, I think I got everything in there. And then we've got, of course, my neighbor's pot plant that's as tall as the ceiling. There's a couple of them in there, just growing extremely well, and smells very nice. I hate the smell of pot plants, but not this one. It's got like a lemon smell to it. It was bred that way specially. You know, there's my little side garden and hot tub, more flowers. This here was just a mess. From here back was all just a mess when I bought it, and slowly clearing it out. Cut down some trees, and it's tough. It's tough. I've had some help. Still a bit injured, so you know, some of it's hard. I do need to get some help, but yeah, pulled up all the weeds here, and yeah, it's doing nice. That's a black raspberry right down there. I picked up sailing, and over this side I'm going to cardboard this in wood chips as well to, you know, make it so I can grow stuff there. In here I've got, see this is where my little batch of actually asparagus is. So it's done now, but that's where it pops up. I've got ferns for fiddleheads and all of that. But anywho, that is my garden.